Hey, Marketing Happy Hour listeners. Another Tuesday means another bonus episode. And this week, we are kicking off our Where Are They Now bonus series, where we'll be checking in with past Marketing Happy Hour guests to see what they've been up to since we last spoke. This week's Where Are They Now guest is Lauren, the social media manager at Canva. Lauren joined us in season 1 when she worked at Shutterfly for a conversation on all things social, and I can't wait for you to hear what she's been up to since. Listen in. Hi, Lauren. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you guys doing?
We are doing so well. Thanks for joining us today. I mean, gosh, it has been such a while since we've checked in with you. So, of course, because it's Marketing Happy Hour, even though this is a Tuesday episode, we have to know what your go-to happy hour drink is. Has it changed since the last time we spoke to you?
Oh gosh, I honestly don't remember what I said it was last time, but I would say my go-to drink is probably just kombucha. I know that sounds pretty boring, but I love different flavors. I'm obsessed with kombucha. I have it every single day. So in place, maybe like a healthy take on my happy hour drink.
Yes. I love it. Oh my gosh, I love it. Cassie and I both love kombucha. One time on a Black Friday sale, ordered I think it was maybe 7 cases of kombucha to my door. And I didn't realize how much it was, but they were doing half off. I was like, I have to get my fix. So good
That
time.
is so funny. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to look into that. I only buy them one at a time, but I need to get 7 cases now. I need to keep up with you.
Right? It was Health Aid. So whenever they have that sale, jump on it. Yeah.
All different flavors?
Yeah. Everything. It was on their website only though. So
okay, I'll keep an eye out.
Amazing. Well, we'd love to just kind of share with our listeners. I mean, we're keeping up with you on social, on LinkedIn. It's so fun to follow along with everything that you're doing, but we'd love for everyone to hear what you've been up to kind of since the last time we spoke. Did you change positions or companies? Cassie and I kind of know, but we'd love to hear the story. And then if so, what inspired that decision for you?
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, I did change. I now work at Canva. I am a social media manager there, which is super exciting. I have been a huge fan of Canva since I was in college. It is a lifesaver, so it's really exciting to be able to work with them now. And for anyone who doesn't know, I mean, I said it, Canva is first and foremost a lifesaver, but it's a communications platform, visual communications platform that allows you to create just a number of different things, presentations, videos, social media posts, you name it. And we came out with a new work suite. So now you can do everything on Canva from beginning to end, which is really amazing. And so, yeah, I moved over to Canva. I work in their social media now, which is super exciting. I've gotten to work on a lot of their different brand campaigns, product campaigns, just some always on content, reactive content. So it's been a really fun time. I love it.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Yeah, we use Canva for literally everything. It is our
love
go-to.
that.
Yeah. Favorite platform ever, I would say probably in the marketing space. Well, you mentioned some of the stuff that you guys have been working on, campaigns. I mean, even just as a consumer, seeing all of the new AI features. I mean, the docs features, there's so many new things that I personally have seen come out, but I'm curious from your end and your position, what some of your favorite launches or just campaigns or projects that you've gotten the chance to work on.
Yeah, great question. Oh gosh. Well, we have our Canva Create event tomorrow, which is super exciting, where we're going to be announcing, I wish we were recording this in 2 days where I could say stuff, but
Oh gosh.
we're going to be announcing some really exciting new products coming out. And I've had the pleasure to help the team on just this really big event that we're hosting to announce all of these really exciting features. So anything honestly that has to do with product is my favorite thing to work on. We are really lucky in that the Canva fans are very, very passionate and they love the platform, and they're very vocal about some, features that they want or things like that. And it's just a really strong, amazing community. So I just love working on any new product updates. And I hope to share more soon. You'll see all over my LinkedIn all the new product updates we have, which is super exciting. So I would say that's my favorite. And then on top of that, just in general, I have loved helping with the Canva social strategy. For any company, social strategies have to evolve all the time. So that's been really fun, and just like growing the channels in general has been amazing.
That is so great. We will keep our eyes peeled for all of those new updates. And maybe
Yes.
this will be airing about a week after your conference, Canva
Okay,
Create thing.
awesome.
So maybe we can share on social media when it does come out, some of those updates for
Yes,
everyone.
yes, all the info will be out then.
Fantastic. Well, your episode from, I think, season 2 is one of our top performing episodes on Marketing
Oh,
Happy
that's
Hour
amazing.
ever. I think it's because you shared such amazing, actionable social media tips and a lot of things that people might not be thinking about as they're, building out their social strategies. So I would just love to know, how are you continuing to develop your skill set in social media in particular? What's something that you'd recommend to listeners to continue developing their skill sets in that area?
Yes. Wow. Big question. Okay. I would say on the professional level, just always raising your hand to work on new projects, explore new avenues that will allow you to work cross-functionally. I think learning from different teams, even at your own company, is so valuable. You just learn how processes can work better, how to most effectively work with, other teams coming from other departments. And on top of that, you learn a lot of insights that other teams may have that your audience may value a lot. So working in social, I love learning from our PR team or our product team or our analytics team, like what they're focused on and what they're hearing from their ends, because it just, I get a little light bulb every time they mention something that I'm like, ooh, I think our audience would really like that. Let's make a little social spin on it. So I would say, in terms of like professionally developing your skills, I would say that is probably like a really good tip. And then on a personal level, I would recommend, again, if you're interested in social media, just testing out on your personal channels over and over, because there's so many different features that come out. There's so many updates. It's honestly hard to keep up with it on different platforms. And understandably, a lot of times you can't just like post and test whatever you want on a big brand account. So I would say utilizing your personal account to just like A/B test different things, try out new ideas. And the more you do that, obviously, the more you get familiar with the actual platform and products, but also you can learn actionable insights and data that you can then go to whatever company you're working for and be like, hey, I've got some real evidence on it. Like, I tried it out. Like, I think it's worth testing it on a big brand account. So those are the two major things I think would really help like developing skill sets, and not just growing yourself, but also growing maybe the company you're working for.
Yeah, such a great tip. And that kind of goes into my next question here that I have for you, which is what's something that you've learned either in your career, strategy wise, outside of what you just shared, professionally, and what you've been doing recently, whether it's, within your position or even outside of your position, what is something that you've taken away recently?
Yeah, good question. Something that's like not social media specific, I can get into that, but what's been really helping me recently is like time blocking or reverse time blocking. I tried time blocking at first, which is just like setting time, okay, from 1 to 2, I'm going to work on this project and etc. But I found that really stressed me out when I couldn't get it done in an hour. So what I've been doing is just keeping track of how long it takes me to do things. So I'll be like, I worked on this one presentation brief, and then I'll like write when I finished it. I'm like, wow, that took me 2 hours. I didn't think it would. And so I do that for my whole day. And then at the end of the day, I can look back on it and not only realize, how long it took to do things, but also for the following days, okay, I need to make sure that I have enough time to do it. Or when you're working through process with different teams, you now have a better understanding of like, oh, I can't promise something like this far in advance or this early. I need to, put in those like time restraints. So that's been what's really helping me. And then I also like to keep track of little wins throughout the day. I don't know about you guys, but sometimes I'll go through a whole busy day, and if someone asks like what I was up to that day, I'll be like, I don't know. Like, I just go blank, but I know I've been
Yes.
working the whole day like nonstop. So it's also just like helped me professionally to understand, okay, I did a lot today, and also keep track of any wins. Like, it really helps when you're working all the time. If someone like complimented your presentation or said you had a good idea, to just write those things down and making sure that you accomplished a lot that day, but also other people notice, and you should feel good about everything that you did that day. So that's just something
Love
not
that.
social media focused that I've been learning lately, and it's been really helping me.
I
So
love that
good.
so much. And especially about time blocking. I also tried the regular time blocking where you set
Yeah.
aside certain time spaces in your calendar for certain tasks. And I was finding myself like, I cannot just focus for 1 hour on something that's
Mhm.
huge and then try to move on from that. Like my creative
Totally.
brain is just like, working and working and working and doesn't want to stop working
Mhm.
on that specific thing. So I love what you said about reverse time blocking. I've never tried that. I should.
Good. Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
gonna
Yeah,
try that.
it's been really helping me. I read a book recently. It's called Hidden Focus, and it's all about like focusing on what you're doing. And it's crazy the amount of time, like once you change focus to something else, how long it takes your brain to get
Mhm.
back into what
Switch.
you were
Yeah.
doing. Yeah, and like get into that mode. So that's also something which is hard, right? Because if you're working on your computer, you get email notifications and Slack notifications.
Yeah.
So just making sure that I'm like focused on a whole thing. And when I really have to go over to something else, maybe there's like a Slack that really does need to be answered, I'm like marking that in my notebook. And I never fill up more than a page because I
Yeah.
tell myself, like, if I fill up more than a page of different tasks I did that day, I did too many tasks and I like
Yeah.
switched too many times. So
Oh, I
So
love that. Lauren, we're approaching the end of our little catch up here. How have you grown personally since we last spoke?
Ooh, I think I've definitely become more empowered with my work and ideas and communication within the workplace. And, that type of personal growth comes with time. The more you work and the older you get, I feel like you just naturally get that confidence. But also, I think what makes a huge difference is the company you work for and the team members you surround yourself with. And I've been very lucky to be surrounded by people who build me up and who let me kind of like run free with things, and just gaining that autonomy, which is kind of funny because I feel like that's what Canva does in general. It, brings people the confidence and empowers
Yeah.
them to create their own stuff. So yeah, I would just say that empowerment has come from just like time and experience, but also my team and just the amazing company that I get to work for. I've also, with social media specifically, it can be discouraging sometimes if a post or a campaign you worked on for a long time just like didn't hit the performance level that you wanted, which is just how social media is, right? Like sometimes
Yep.
it does well, sometimes it doesn't. And I think, something that has helped my personal growth is learning that even if something is a flop, as long as you learn things and like have key takeaways from it, it's just as valuable, if not more valuable, than a bop or like a really good post that does well. So that's also something that I think has helped my personal growth.
Oh my gosh, so good. Every time you come on, we'll have you on again because like
Oh
so
my
many
God.
nuggets of wisdom. I'm so fired up. I wrote down a couple things already that I'm gonna
Oh, thank
test
you.
and try and implement. So thank you for coming on and sharing your journey with us. And
Yeah.
congratulations on just everything you've been up to. So exciting to see the work you're doing now and just happy to see how excited and passionate about the work that you're doing. So thank you for sharing that with us.
Oh, awesome. Thank you so much for having me. I love coming on and chatting with you guys. And I'm really grateful that
Absolutely.
you wanted to have me back.
Absolutely. Well, before we close out too, Lauren, let us know where we can stay in touch with you just so everyone can connect with you and just follow along with your journey as well.
Yeah, I would say definitely on my LinkedIn. I post quite a bit of all sorts of updates, personal updates, but also, Canva updates, which, as I mentioned before, there's going to be a lot of updates coming in the next couple days as we announce some really exciting stuff. So yeah, feel free to connect with me on LinkedIn, reach out. I am here to meet new people, and I'm here to give any more advice that is needed.
Amazing. Thank
Awesome.
you, Lauren, again for having or for joining us today. We really
Yes.
appreciate you coming on the show.
Thank
Thank you
you.
guys. Thank you.
We are so excited to share that our first ever free Marketing Happy Hour digital resource is now available. Download the Dream Career Game Plan today at marketinghappyhr.com/freebie. That's marketinghappyhr.com/freebie. This 5-step workbook will guide you through defining your goals, building your network, diversifying your skills, influencing where you're at, and investing in your growth. Cassie and I created this resource with marketing careers in mind, but the framework can be applied to any industry. Our hope is that this workbook will help you truly elevate your career, whether you're in the market for a new position or just looking to make your mark in your current organization. No matter where this resource finds you, we are cheering you on every step of the way. So go check it out at marketinghappyhr.com/freebie to download and make your career dreams come true.